Forbidden Waters.
Forgotten Waters.
Forgotten Waters. It is a pirate adventure game. And basically you have a ship and a crew, and you have to gather supplies and make sure you have cannons and that are loaded, and you travel the seas. Other pirates are maybe after you. Who knows?
This is one of Plaid Hat Games' crossroad games, which are basically choose your own adventure type games. And this one is more of a story game than what the other ones are. The other ones typically have cards that you use to make your choices from. This one's got actual setting in a story that is contained on an app that you use.
It's similar to like Above and Below and some of those games by Raven.
This one's a lot more detailed of a story.
I agree, but it's similar to that style.
And it's humorous.
It's hilarious.
Very funny.
Okay. So let's go into quality of pieces. You have your sandies for your pirates. They have purple, so that's an automatic +1 for me.
Little bitty cards.
Little bitty cards.
No texture really, but there's a little bit. Not much.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, hopefully these don't have to get shuffled
Cardboard
much.
tiles, which are standard thickness. They're
different colored
pretty
die.
good. Yeah, they have 12-sided dice that are player colors.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually play up to 7 players in this game. Which
The board is a little.
It's got a little warp to it.
But I think the location book is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So
Location
as far as
book.
quality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you really have to add the app in here as well, as far as quality, which they did
extremely well done.
Yeah, it's well
one
done.
One of the best app integrated games I've played so far.
Not only is it, I mean, it's well done, but it's got voiceover and audio that is really fun to listen to.
Top notch.
So, considering everything we said, what would you score it?
Easily a 9. At least.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a 9. I mean, if it weren't for the warping of the board, I'd probably give it a 10.
I agree. I mean, maybe if the cards were just a little bit higher quality, or if the cardboard was just a little bit higher quality, I'd give it a 10.
Yeah.
But the app is awesome.
The app is awesome. The book is really well done.
Really well done.
And given those are the 2 main things that you're actually playing within the game, I mean, you're obviously using all the cardboard tokens to set up your scenarios. But I mean, I might give it a 9.5, 9.5.
I could do that. It's almost there.
Yeah, I mean, it truly is almost there. Like I said, slightly better card quality if the board wasn't lifting already. But other than that, I think everything's spot on.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Moving on to theme, I love pirates.
Yeah.
And I love Choose Your Own Adventure. I have a role-playing, past history of playing role-play games, so this is a good medium of board games and role-play adventure, and I really enjoyed the theme here.
I love that the humor in it and the fact that they integrated like Mad Libs into it too. It's like you make your own sheet where you can either create your own pirate name, or they have a pirate name generator.
I'm sorry. I love my name. I'm Hot Buns She-Beast, okay? Like, you can't get much better than that.
I'm Hawkins El Pollo, and we have Me Ma Mao, and Ernie El Burro. That's our pirate crew.
So it's absolutely, I mean, the thing is this whole game, laughing and cracking up, and it was an absolute blast. So theme, though, give it a score, guys.
I mean, it's really well done as far as incorporating the pirate feel. I mean, it's ludicrous because like the pirates have sensitive feelings, and all throughout there's all kinds of silly things that happen to these pirates. I don't want to spoil anything for you because if you play this game, there's a lot of humor you're going to experience in the game. But it's just a lot of just the feel of it, the audio, the sounds of the sea and the birds and everything. It brings the feeling to life while you're playing the game. I gotta give us a 10 on theme, I think.
I will still argue with Randy to this day that ninjas are still better than pirates. I'll fight tooth and nail on that. But I agree with Randy. Thematically, this game is to the nines. I mean, the app just really gets you immersed into the game. It's hilarious. It's got a great sense of humor. It's a 10.
Yeah,
easily.
I think for 10, I do think this game is a 10 as far as theme is concerned. I mean, you are pirates. Silly pirates, but you're still pirates and you're going out. So Absolutely spot on. 10 for theme. Now, rules.
The rules are really, it's interesting how they did it, because when you open the book, the rules are only 7 pages long. And then the back is your credits and the name generator. So it's really only, if you consider one's a cover, it's really only 6 pages of rules. But that's because they've integrated it so well into the app. So when you're going through, it's gonna, if you were just read the rules by themselves, you wouldn't get the full, how to play the game. But as soon as you get on the app, it steps you through what to do on every turn.
And the app itself was free, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a free download.
So even better.
So, yeah, I mean, it was just amazing how well they integrated the rules with the app. Because when I first was reading through the rules, I was confused because it was like, okay, this seems like it's missing chunks of the rules. And that's because you don't need them, because when you turn the app on, it's going to tell you exactly what to do to set up the game. So, it really was well done. I mean, it would have been nice if they kind of said that a bit better in here. I mean, it does say that you get the app, to get the app downloaded, and then how to use the app. But it doesn't really tell you. You don't need to know all the rules because the app will walk you through it. But I mean, with the app and the rules combined, it was kind of an amazing experience, because you didn't really have to just like read an extensive amount of things to pick this game up.
And I think that the other nice thing too with the rulebook, setting it up wasn't that bad either.
No.
So it didn't really take that long.
Yeah.
So I mean, once we got all the standees put together, the first time this is our second playthrough. I think the first time we played through was a little bit longer, just because we were putting everything, the standees together and stuff. But other than that, this playthrough was set it up super fast,
right, and
takedowns fast.
Exactly. Well, it's not just a takedown. They had a nice system
for
pausing the game when you get to the halfway point. Now, if you stop during the game and you're not at a halfway point, there's not a great mechanism there. But
there's basically 2 parts, and from other people that I've read, if you played both parts, it'd take about a 3-hour playthrough to do both parts.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you get to the halfway point, you can save the game super easy. You just mark down the stats.
Just write everything down.
And they got all the cards are numbered, so you write the numbers of the cards you have, and then you put it away.
Yep.
And you can either you can put it away completely, where you put everything back to where it belongs in each deck, or like we did, we put the cards we owned into our own book folders and put them in the box. So it's, you can, it depends on how you want to, you want to preserve it. I suspect we're going to be playing this again real soon, and that's why I did what we did. But yeah, it's super easy to put away, pick up, take out, and get back going again.
So what would you give it?
I've not really played anything like this. I mean, it's hard to compare this to anything else. I mean, we played Dead of Winter. It's nothing like this. Right. I was really surprised at how well this one was designed. And I love the pirate theme. I love everything about this game.
You're talking about rules,
just
right?
Oh, I'm sorry, the rule book. It's hard to write the rules, because the rules are just by themselves. Yeah. I'm going to give it a 9, because, I mean, there was a little confusion about how this was going to play when we got the rules.
Both times we played it, we didn't go back into the rule book, though. I mean, I think the app did everything. So
yeah, the app
handled
it all.
That's a testament.
Well, but the first time when we played, it was a little confusing because we didn't know the app was going to do everything.
Just initially, but once we got into the game, it was smooth.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying that's why I give it a 9 out of 10, because it was just, there was some confusion on how it was going to work. We didn't put our trust in the app. We was like, why is it not mentioning this and that's in the book? So I think it's probably a 9.
Okay.
I believe you.
Absolutely.
So moving on to gameplay. I feel like we want to be a little careful because we don't want to do any spoilers.
We don't want to spoil anything for you.
But we don't have to, because I think that first of all, it's a co-op game. So I understand that, traditionally co-ops are meant to be hard. And the first time we played through it, we didn't win. Second time we did, as far as the first part. But it's not as hard as other co-ops. And that's one reason why I like this as much as I did. It's not like Robinson Crusoe hard.
Well, you say it's co-op, but it's actually semi-co-op. We're all in this together, but we're all pirates. So we're all looking out for our own best
We can
interests.
steal from each other and stuff like that. There is an end goal.
Well, there's an end goal, but the end goal is for every man for himself to get the most of your stars that you've collected during the game. So you've got to watch out for your own back during it.
You want to become the best pirate, and by advancing your character and getting those stars.
Mm-hmm.
And so that part is actually really cool because, you know, but the thing is like last game we didn't survive because we were doing too much of our own thing until like the very end, and by that point we were already.
It's too late.
It was too late. So I think that that's really awesome. Is that, you know, there is that fine balance, and this game somehow manages it. You don't want to totally screw over your group. So you got to be really careful with that balancing act. This game is a lot of fun. You're taking your ship, you're going to exploring. You have to, you know, manage hull, cannons, supplies, crew members, discontentment. It's all there, and it's this beautiful, you know, melody that you got to figure out how to make sure to have everything.
And it all makes sense.
Yeah.
It all, yes.
Nothing is like just so out of place that why is that there? Everything makes sense, and everything has a place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you're as a pirate, you're trying to gather treasure, but you can only hold so much because you can only have 4. Your partners can steal it from you during the game, so you want to keep it well preserved. But when you get to an island, you have the option of burying your treasure, and that improves your stats. Well, not your stats, but it lets you fill in more in-game bonus boxes. So it's like, okay, so you want to gather the treasure just like a pirate would and stow it away. So it's got a lot, you know, that.
And some of that treasure can't be buried. It specifically says on the card, can't bury it.
And the treasure is hilarious.
Absolutely.
Too.
Just for example, one of the story cards I got was a pet monkey. And so you get to an island and there's a guy, he's a merchant saying,
don't.
Oh yeah. I got a pet monkey, it was cool.
We won't tell you how he got the pet monkey,
it was
funny.
It was great. I really want to talk about it though. I won't. You're right. I don't want to spoil it. It was cool.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a bad card as far as the humor in it.
Right.
There's some that are better, more powerful, and useful in the game.
Some of it is a little bit more adult oriented.
Yeah,
there's a couple of
there are some
racy jokes, but they weren't.
They're not R-rated.
Yeah,
they're
not
probably
R-rated.
PG-13, I would say.
Yeah. So give it a score, guys. So we don't give away hints.
It's hard for me to give a perfect 10 to anything because there's always I want to give it a 9.5. It's almost a perfect game to me.
I think I'm giving this one a 10. I just whenever you have something that is so unique as this experience is, and it's something you want to talk about after you're done. Again, it's another one of those games. It's not just a game; it's an experience.
Right.
This is definitely an experience, and I honestly don't know any other game like this. I mean, it's you know, I say this about Battlestar. It's so unique. It's in its own world. This one is in its own world. I actually hope they come out with more games, maybe other themed ones like this. Although I kind of hope they keep adding on to the pirate theme too. But,
well, you know, and I hope because of the app thing that, you know, being able to purchase downloads that where you have more stories and stuff like that. Like, I think this gives them a really good opportunity not to actually have to produce maybe game pieces per se, or stuff to go, you know. So I'm excited to see how they expand this game, and I really do hope that they expand this game. I get where Randy's coming from with the 10. I get with your 9.5. But I had a blast doing this. I can't, with how much fun I have, I can't give it less than a 10. I agree with Randy. It is spot on. When you ask me what could we do to make this better, I got nothing. I really do have nothing. I think they hit a wonderful balance of, you know, keep maintaining the theme, having good gameplay, just truly enjoying it, the humor. It's just they managed to hit everything and do it well, and that's beautiful. So 10 for me as well.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just amazing. You almost have to experience to see how it flows to get the real feel of it, because it flows smooth.
It's something that you could take our word for it and say it's a great game, but you won't know it until you experience it, because it is, like Randy said, an experience.
I mean, as long as you have an app, capable phone and an app, or an app iPad like we were using, the iPad was great because we just set it there. We typed in the number for the code, and it would play the story.
I honestly don't know if it showed anything on the app different than what, because we never saw the screen for the app. All I got to do is hear it, It was fantastic. I didn't need to see it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it was so well done.
There's no animation. It's just pure text, but it basically says the same thing that's being talked to you about.
Yeah, so it was, and the voice acting is so good.
They did a great job on this, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We had an absolute blast. I mean, this game got some fantastic scores.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Caleb played it, and he loved it.
Yeah, I mean, and can't wait to play this again. This is definitely, if you like choose your own adventure games, if you like that kind of, this is a must.
It is.
This is a must. I have to say that. Absolutely fantastic. Spot on. So, if you like hanging out with us today, want to hang out with us again, don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell. We'd love to hang out with you some more. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.